The disregard to the COVID-19 regulations by the political class has been as loud as the politics that they play. The directive to ban political meetings seems to have fallen on deaf ears as the political class do what they do best, congregate. With the government of the day enforcing law selectively, seemingly, whereby those without the power face the wrath of law enforcers, with others being killed for being out past curfew hours, while those that hold super spreader events go scot-free. Brian looks at the latest disregards by the political class to follow the Ministry of Health guidelines on COVID-19 regulations.
In what seems like an utter disregard to COVID guidelines, political gatherings took center stage just moments after they were banned. When directives are issued, the script is always the same. At the expiry of every directive and new ones having to be issued, a ban on political gatherings is always part of the directive. But as politicians will have it, the road to 2022 needs to be embarked on, regardless of the danger it poses on those they seek to take along the journey.
And the neighboring counties to continue with the vaccination exercise in readiness for the conference. We take this opportunity.
To them, the end may end up justifying the means, making the public sacrificial lambs to what they term as the greater good. Leaders from both sides of the divide have been leading the public in disregarding the social distancing guidelines as their supporters come in large numbers to show support, risking their lives in the process.
Kwa sababu ya ugonjwa tutasimama sana, lakini wapi nduru ya mgeni?
Proximity of fewer than 2 meters with no masks on is the picture that is mostly painted in most of these functions, some of whom have been victims of the deadly pandemic, but still choose to dance to a different tune than safety.
COVID ilikuja ikafunga nchi kabisa. Imesemekana hata kusimama namna hii haitakikani. Ati Raila sisimame tu aseme jambo. Lakini nimesema hata kama nimevunja sheria mpaka nisalimu watu. Sawa sawa? Sawa sawa? Hii shetani inaitwa COVID tutashinda. Hata mimi ilinitembelea ikijaribu kunichukua.
ODM leader Raila Odinga led a political meeting in Homa Bay in the name of prayer planned before the directive was given. At the same time, Deputy President William Ruto held a meeting at the Deputy President home in Karen. A shortage of vaccine with people scrambling to get vaccinated. You would think this would have been expected to bring about a change of behavior. However, the recent events is a clear indicator that not even the numbers rising and a shortage of vaccines in the country is enough to worry us. The common citizen, on the other hand, faces the brutality of police officers when enforcing the Ministry of Health guidelines, with the recent case being the Kianja Koma brothers, who are reported to have been out during curfew hours, where they sadly met their death in the hands of police officers. A classic case of when a politician is not involved, then the law applies. But when politicians are involved, we dance to reggae. The country, led by our leaders, has decided to play deaf and blind to the pandemic. Brian Amwai, Look Up TV, Nairobi.